Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. So, energies have been a little bit interesting today, the last few days, physically and mentally, everything that's going on. So, we're definitely doing like a lot of physical clearing, a lot of chakra clearing, a lot of mental clearing, a lot of things kind of coming up for us and showing us like our own behaviors, thought patterns, how we process information, whether that's with relationships, ourself, with other people, with our job, with situations and circumstances, pretty much all of it. So you may be having like different body aches and body feelings. Like I've been super tired and I tried to actually take a nap and I can only fall asleep for 10 minutes, but like just very wanting to rest and stuff. So just make sure you're taking care of your energy in like any way that you're being affected. That might be changing like how you're like what foods you're eating or how much or little you're eating. Making sure you're cleansing your energy and taking baths or saging or, whatever it is you need to do to ground yourself and clear your energy. So make sure you're listening to your body and your mind. And solar plexus are saying again, they actually said that last night in the video, they're saying solar plexus chakra. So kind of your lower region, root, sacral, solar plexus. I'm getting mostly sacral and solar plexus again, and I got that last night. And then we pulled the chakra cards. I got those two cards also. So make sure you're doing that. You can listen to videos on YouTube. I actually was listening to it for like the 2 hours I was laying in bed a little while ago. So sacral chakra is great for that. You just look up sacral chakra meditation, healing, whatever. Same with solar plexus too. Or you can do one with all of them and they'll go in order. Those are just longer. Anyway, they just gave me a message to tell you guys. Oh, if you're having fears and you're having thoughts and you're having anxiety and different things come up, don't push it down, process it and release it. It's coming up for a reason. It's coming up for your awareness, for you to handle it and deal with it. So process your emotions and feelings. Why am I feeling like this? Kind of what's going on, and actually handle it and face it. Face your fears, okay? That's what they're saying, face your fears. So let's see, what do we need to know? Now they're coming out pretty quick. They're all very colorful. All right, so hold on. I guess I want to pull like two for the top. The Lovers, of course, and Nothingness. Okay, starting. We got the Lovers and Nothingness. No-thingness. Followed by that, we have the Dream, which was the first card that came out. The Rebel, Playfulness, the Master, Compromise, Abundance, Flowering, Schizophrenia. And I laugh because the Dream and Compromise are both 6 cards. The Lover is also a 6 card. And so I just think that's freaking hysterical. And then we have like the Rebel and Schizophrenia. Others don't have it, but 6 is a number of like family, love, home, that type of stuff. Okay, so what I'm getting with Lovers and not the no-thingness is they want you to have a fresh start with yourself. This is really like a fresh start with learning how to love yourself fully and embrace yourself fully and choose your higher self always, like really putting you first as a priority. Come here, I'll throw it for you, come on. Throwing, Jesus, I can't even talk now. Putting yourself as a priority and really respecting and valuing yourself. So making the right choices for you. So some of you guys might struggle with this. I do, where I'm kind of like, oh, should I do this or should I not? Or I sometimes struggle with, what are my true emotions or feelings with situations. And I used to kind of ask my friends, and now I don't really. I try to process and handle what are my own feelings, but I just don't always know sometimes, like, is this a normal response or is this a normal choice? And so instead of asking them for help, what I've kind of been doing lately is reflecting on, is this something that benefits me? Is this something good for my higher self? And really ask myself like that. And, if my friend was, giving me the same scenario, what would I tell them? And that's kind of how I've been handling it a lot. And that's been helping me with recognizing like my own feelings and my own processing and making sure that I'm able to actually like handle it and do what I need to do. And I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Like some of you guys maybe have that same issue with struggling with almost like not emotional regulation, but almost just like just, you know, when you grow up in a toxic, dysfunctional household or family and you don't really see healthy relationships, it's sometimes hard to really question, you know, is this like a repeated pattern? Am I making the right choices? Am I falling into old ways and stuff? And really just looking at how you're handling it different, or what you used to do as a pattern, and making sure you don't do that again. It will be helpful to you, but also, you know, what feels right to me. They're saying a lot of people with self-sabotaging, and they're saying to just be conscious of that. Like if you're pushing people or good situations away from you, and there's nothing like intuitively wrong, there's nothing where you're feeling whatever. If you're feeling uncomfortable, sometimes sitting in the discomfort is actually a good thing, because it shows you that there's changes being made, and that's why you're uncomfortable, because it's just not something that you're actually used to feeling. Throwing shit for my cat. So anyway, with the Dream and Rebel, this is what I'm hearing. What I just kind of said is breaking free of these patterns and really learning how to focus on yourself, and really learning how to take care of yourself and your needs, and really emotionally and physically fulfill your own needs. Some of you, it does feel like love and romance is coming. And some of you who are in relationships, it's going to be like a fresh start in your relationship once you are changing who you are internally. Your partner also, you know, is going to have to change, or there's going to be a disconnect there. But with the playfulness and master, what I'm getting is a lot of you guys are kind of going through a period of time where there's a lot of like emotions and like, you know, like thoughts and like logical things like that coming up. And they're saying they don't want you to just focus on them. They also want you to have fun. They want you to manifest and enjoy the things in life, and really have gratitude and appreciation for the things that are already in your life. And with the compromise, they're having me read this very weird. With the compromise and flowering card together, this is really about mirroring, and this is also about balancing. And you have two cards on top of each other that are also very mirrored energies. Actually, a lot of our cards in this reading are very mirrored energies. But this is you actually facing, you know, the the good and the bad, and you actually reflecting on all of your thoughts and all of your feelings. But this is making sure you're not sacrificing your own needs. This is really processing and growing from every experience you go through, whether that's with other people or in situations. I'm getting this energy like there's gonna be situations and people in current energy. So whenever you're watching this current, that are going to be coming up for you to learn how to change your patterns and recognize your own thoughts and your own patterns. So be conscious of it. But they're saying they want you to balance, making sure you're taking care of yourself, choosing yourself first, and balancing. With the abundance card, they're saying this is you opening yourself up to receiving any and everything. Meaning, let me rephrase, I'm going to clarify that. It doesn't mean bad stuff like dealing with toxic people or situations. It means when thoughts are coming up, whether the thoughts appear to be good or bad, processing them and allowing them to come up and release them. And they keep showing me the lotuses on two of the cards, and that's exactly what it is. Like the lotus comes from the muddy waters. That's how the lotus grows, and that's how the lotus blossoms. So sometimes to come out of the murky, you know, muddy situations to blossom into a flower is sometimes what is necessary. But what I'm also getting is there are going to be offers of abundance, and for some relationships and for some opportunities for job or spiritual path and things like that. And this is your opportunity to accept them and not self-sabotage, to not push them away. And so that's why they're trying to have these opportunities and situations and people come in certain ways to really have you be aware of these issues and recognize them. Hi, are you so cute? Bring it to me, I'll throw it to you. She's so cute. With the schizophrenia card, I'm getting just this really indecisive energy. Some of you feeling very out of control with your life, but this very indecisive energy, like you're really unsure of what to do. What I'm getting for you guys, if you are in that energy of really unsure, like what to do, uncertainty, yeah, that's the word, for you to ask for spiritual guidance, for you to ask for help. Ask for help. I'm hearing that they're already with you, but ask them for help, ask them for guidance, and they will give it to you. They will give it to you. You would not believe just today alone how many people came into the shop and they're like, yeah, I was looking for a message for this, or, you know, an answer for this, and I've been asking for it, and then you gave it to me when I walked in. So, you know, a lot of times that will happen through people you'll meet, or you'll go to like a store, you'll go, you know, these were nobody that I've met before. And you'll go to a store and you'll get a message from a complete stranger. I mean, obviously I know I'm channeling the angels when I'm talking to people, and I tell people that too when they come in and I give them messages, but you know, you could be going to like Publix or something and a cashier gives you some message for something you've been asking, or, you know, you could be scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and then like, boom, something pops up that you've been kind of asking for. So yeah, just ask. It's not always going to be instant, because sometimes there are, you know, things that you need to learn in the process, but they will always try to guide you and help you. So I'm just going to pull like 2 more from here. Or 3. No. You want to pull all those? Okay. This right there is for somebody. And I also want to point out, these are the chakra colors I told you to work on before: red, orange, yellow. We got guilt, going with the flow, rebirth, and intensity. Okay, so here's what I'm getting with the guilt. This is like all of these doubts, choices, words, things you've heard, things that are, it's just like this constant like overthinking energy, or it's like chewing the same thing over and over and over and over, but not ever releasing it. And it's like holding on to fear and holding on to attachment, holding on to energy to try and keep you safe, to try to put your walls up. They're like keeping it safe, or playing it safe card just popped up. It's like, you guys are, hi, why are you so cute? She looks like a little Pisha monkey, doesn't she? I want some Pishas. I want some Pishas. Here, give me here. Come on. There you go. It's like your inner demons, basically, is what it feels like. It feels like you're scared of letting things go, like from the past that you've used, like codependency energy, or defense mechanisms, or coping skills that you've used in the past to kind of keep you safe and to protect you. And so you're still holding on to those because you're feeling unsafe, and you're still holding on to these like darker energies that are not helpful to you, that are toxic, and you're holding on to them to try to keep you safe. But you just need to be aware that you're always safe, and to trust, and that, you know, a lot of times we do go through things in our, you know, young adult lives, and our childhood and young adult lives and teenage years and all of these years, and a lot of times they really fuck with our heads, and they really shape us. And, you know, I get this very, like, a lot of people are in like wounded masculine and wounded feminine energy, feeling like unsafe or insecure about certain things. But they're saying once you release those and you start to learn how to go with the flow, you're going to go through a rebirth. But what they're saying is you're already going through this intense rebirth. That's what all this stuff is that's been coming up for 2020 for the last few months, is like everybody's going through this massive rebirth right now. And so that's why it probably feels very hard. And it almost feels like this year, even though you've been through things that are more traumatic and probably a lot harder, it feels like this has probably been the hardest year of your life. And it's because we've been forced to really face the way we think about stuff, the way we handle stuff. We're really forced to face the truth. A lot of times when we put blinders on, we lie to ourselves and we handle things in certain ways. So this is really the year about uncovering who we are, our deepest desires and wants, and a lot of people getting into spiritual alignment and on the spiritual path. So even though maybe it doesn't always feel physically good, it doesn't always feel like comfortable, there is a reason for it, there is a lesson, and there is learning and growth from it. And, you know, this is hopefully the year where we're choosing ourselves and we're learning how to really just like sit in, you know, this is what I'm kind of getting, is just sitting sitting in our discomfort and appreciating it for what it is, which is, this is, you know, uncomfortable for me because I'm changing, because I'm growing, because I'm no longer accepting, you know, shitty or toxic people and situations in my life anymore. And so sometimes it is hard for me to allow somebody to show up for me or love me or show me they care. And so instead of sabotaging and pushing them away or, you know, trying to look for things wrong, I'm going to sit here in this discomfort, and I'm not going to, you know, impulsively do things. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to do any of those things, like really sitting in it. That goes for, you know, people in relationships. But that also goes for situations too, where, you know, we have this opportunity put right in front of our face, and it's like, you know, we're so used to toxic things that aren't healthy for us and good for us that when we actually see something, we constantly question it. Like, this is too good to be true. Like, what's wrong with this situation? What's wrong with this person? You know, and then we're like, oh, okay, I don't like this uncomfortable feeling. I'm not familiar with this, and we want to run. So that's really what's been going on the last few weeks. And that's what they were telling me to talk to you guys about in the beginning, was facing those fears and facing those uncomfortable situations and handling them different, you know, where if you normally are, hi baby, impulsively like doing things, you know, taking time to actually reflect, come here, taking time to actually reflect on your feelings and your thoughts before you actually ask the questions or handle things, or, you know, jump, you know, instead of accusing people of things, asking them the questions instead, like things like that. So, are you done? I know, why are you so cute? Are you already ready for your nap? You've been sleeping for hours. Why do you sleep for hours, Grumpy Cat? Highest Priestess, wow. The Highest Priestess, hi baby. 6 of Gabriel, 10 of Ariel, the Magician. Wow, is that it? Clarifiers, okay. So clarifying Highest Priestess, we have what? Queen of Ariel, clarify. Too many. Clarifying 6 of Gabriel. We have 6 of Ariel. We're getting a lot of 6s. Clarifying 10 of Ariel, we have the Empress. And clarifying Magician, we have, let's see what comes out. That's a lot of cards. Or is that? The Lovers and 8 of Michael are coming out together, apparently. Wow. So we had the Lovers card come out twice. We have 66. So yeah. And the Lovers. All right. So Highest Priestess is really about standing in your power, standing in your truth, standing in your worth, right? It's about coming into peace. It's about you choosing you and becoming your higher self. That's a lot of what the Empress is. The Empress is really standing in your power and truth. The Highest Priestess, at least what I'm getting right now, is more so, let me rephrase that a little bit. The Highest Priestess, when she comes out to me, a lot of times is really about standing in her truth and her power, and from a soul level. But it's also coming into our abilities and trusting our intuition and going with the flow and allowing things to just kind of naturally happen and being at peace and being centered. And with the Queen of Ariel, this is actually really about appreciating who we are, about appreciating our worth, our beauty, our divinity, and really standing in our power and being happy and being at peace, right? With the 6 of Gabriel and 6 of Ariel, I'm getting really interesting energy from this. I'm getting there's going to be communication for some of you. This feels not for everybody, but it feels like there's some situation, like a romantic situation, where there's going to be some type of communication that happens that's going to bring some type of answers to this situation. It's almost like you're needing clarity. With the 6 of Gabriel, it feels like something's going to kind of rush in that's going to give you some type of communication or information where you're kind of feeling like a lack. I'm getting this lack energy. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a friendship, or it could be like, you know, you moving on to new opportunity. But I'm getting there's going to be some type of communication in this area where you're feeling a lack, and it's the information is going to come in quick, and you're going to get some type of understanding. So with the 10 of Ariel and the Empress, they're saying this is advice to you guys. This is really loving yourself and loving your life. This is really standing in your power and your truth, and knowing that any person, situation, thing that is meant for you will always stay and will always be in your life. You do not need to change who you are. You just need to love yourself more. You just need to take care of yourself more. You need to embrace yourself more, and you need to focus on you, whether that's, you know, you going out with friends, or you going and doing, you know, social activities, or things that are important to you, and passions and you know, things like that. Things, and I don't mean work related. I mean like things that you actually enjoy, things you get enjoyment out of, and you standing living in that and you shining your light bright, like really shining your light bright. And I love how this really came out all like this after I just pulled the other cards, because it pretty much clarifies that. So they had me separate the Magician and the Lovers and 8 of Michael. So the Magician is really about manifesting. This is a new beginning, right? This card's always about like new beginnings to me. It's infinity. We got the double rainbow. Sometimes to me, this is, all right, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting. Manifesting. This is really manifesting a new beginning. This is really manifesting something that you desire at a soul core level. And for some of you, this is going to be love. But the advice for you is you need to free yourself from situations that are not good for you. It's like you keep, they're saying self-sabotaging and running. That's what they're saying. You keep sabotaging and running, and that you're not seeing things clearly because you're focused more on past traumas and old coping skills and defense mechanisms than you are at facing something right in front of your face. But they're saying when you're doing things and you're manifesting, manifest from a place of self-love and worthiness rather than a place of lack. It's almost like so I'll just give you, ooh, it just fell right on my hand. I'll give you the example. It's almost like if you're trying to manifest love, it's like you almost feel like you need love in some way. Like to be able to feel, fulfilled or needed or valued or things like that. And they're saying don't manifest from that type of place. Manifest from a place of I am amazing, I am special and I deserve to share the love that I have with somebody else and have that love, brought back to me. And of course, everybody wants intimacy and things that they can't necessarily provide to themselves, physically and, whatever. But come from a place of knowing that you're okay and knowing that anything you're there to offer, the right person is going to completely value and love and respect who you are as a human being at your core. And for you to stop running away first, you just stop self-sabotaging, for you to stop living in fear and living in these defense mechanisms and coping skills and really just come into your own and really come from a place of love, come from a place of centeredness, come from a place of really, instead of coming from a place of fear, coming from a place of self-love. That's really what this is about. It's coming from a place of self-love, making choices where if, say, you have to talk to somebody or you have to make a choice that you're scared to do, right? Instead of coming from a place of fear where, oh my God, I'm worried this person's being mad at me, I'm going to worry what they're going to think or say and things like that. Coming from a place of, this is what I need to do that's right for me, and this is what I need to do that values myself and empowers myself, and come from that place. So I love how a lot of the cards just align together. I'm going to pull really quick from the fairies, and then I will post this. Okay, so we got, am I doing another? No. Okay. We got temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. Okay. I think that just validated everything I just said. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire. Guys, literally get the Magician card with the Lovers card. Oh my God, I cannot even with this today. And take practical steps toward making your dreams come true. Tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. What I'm getting is some of you guys going out in nature to go to like a trail or go somewhere that you find to be a very peaceful place. Go like a waterfall I'm seeing, or go by the water or someplace like that. And you're going to get answers when you're out there because your mind's going to be clear and you're going to be open to receiving them. And for some of you, I'm getting listen to music and the answers are going to come for you there. So make sure you're asking for answers. If you don't want to pray to a specific energy source, you can just like say a general prayer. You could say a prayer to your ancestors or your spirit guides, or you can just say a general prayer. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and just know that everything you are going through right now, even though it feels uncomfortable as shit sometimes, is helping you. It is bringing you forward in your path. Even if it feels like you're taking a few steps back, you're not. Okay, they're saying this to me, so whoever needs to communicate, whoever has something that, like, if I just said whoever needs to communicate and immediately you think of somebody you want to talk to or something you need to say, they're saying for you to communicate. They're saying it's really important for you to express yourself and say how you feel. if you are not able to talk to this person, or you're not physically able to because you're not in communication with them, or if you don't feel comfortable enough talking to them, perhaps writing it down and reading it out loud to yourself and picturing them. Or you can do like a video journal where you're on your phone and recording it and pretending like you're talking to the person, something like that. Or you can possibly do it through a friend where you talk to a friend about the situation. But they really need you to pull this energy up and actually communicate it in whatever way, but you need to say it out loud, express it out loud. So even if you write it in a journal, just read it out loud if you have a safe place to read it where no one's going to hear you. Make sure you say it out loud. Even better if you can go out to a trail, or you can go by the water, you can do something like that and read it out loud. That would be even better. And I say that because there's something going on with the throat chakra blockage for some of you. It's only going to, resonate don't take it if it doesn't resonate for you. I was feeling this earlier when I was pulling from the archangels, this like throat chakra blockage, and it's almost like somebody's like trying to cry and they're like trying to choke up tears, and it's just like this ball in the throat. But however you need to get it out, make sure you're getting it out, okay? So vocally express it. And if you need to cry, please release it. If you're having an issue with that, if you have any type of blue crystals, you can put a blue crystal on your throat, or you can listen to throat chakra meditation on YouTube. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and I hope you guys all have an amazing night. So much love and light.